In this video, we are going to study the connections of an inverter-type air conditioner. If you are interested in the subject, stay with us and of course subscribe to our channel. The main parts of the inverter system in an air conditioner are A. Internal evaporator unit control card. B. Internal unit sensors. C. External condensing unit control card. D. Sensors of the external unit. And communication connection between external and internal unit. On the control card of the internal evaporator unit of an inverter air conditioner, we have 1. Single line power connection and ground. 2. Rectification and regulation stage. This stage is responsible for receiving the supply voltage, for example 220 volts of alternating current, taking it to a direct current voltage of 12 and 5 volts, to feed the sensors, actuators, and controllers. 3. Evaporator temperature sensor connector, to prevent freezing. This sensor is still a thermistor, mostly of the NTC type. 4. Local temperature sensor connector, to measure the internal temperature, and carry out control strategies to maintain the air conditioning. 5. Air conditioning display connector. 6. Power connector to supply electrical energy to the fan turbine from the card. 7. Fan motor RPM sensor signal and power connector. 8. Connector to feed the stepper motor that controls the position of the air outlet shutters. 9. Communication cable with the external card, to inform the compressor controller of the ambient conditions inside the premises. 10. Power relay, to supply power to the outdoor unit. In this case we are talking about an air conditioner that is powered by electricity from the evaporator unit. 11. Connection box to communicate the indoor unit with the outdoor. In this part we have power supply, ground and communication cable. Here we can see the power supply from the outside for all the air conditioning. The power supply, depending on the type of equipment, can be done from the outside directly in the evaporator unit, or also directly in the condenser unit. In this case, for this explanation, we are going to show how the manufacturer supplies equipment, whose energy input is made from the indoor unit or evaporator. In an equipment installation, the technician will only have to join the connection box of the internal unit, with the box of the external unit, of course following the order of the cables. In this way, it manages to power the entire system. In this video, we are going to study how are the internal connections that come from the factory, in case any repair is needed. Let's start by saying that 3 cables enter from the plug. These wires are the wire on the left that represents the earth, the center wire representing the neutral, the wire on the right that represents line 1. Let's observe how internally the earth goes directly to the output connection box, in order to feed the outdoor unit directly. Also internally from the plug, a derivation to feed directly to the rectification stage of the indoor unit comes out from the neutral. Here we can see that in this case the low line is not sent directly to the outer box, as was observed in the 2 previous cables. Instead, the low line goes first, directly to the card's output relay. This output relay feeds the external junction box, only when the card driver allows it. In this way, power to the outdoor unit can be removed. To feed T-load to the rectification stage or internal unit, there is a shunt inside the board. Here we can see how the outdoor unit is fed from these points. The cable marked with number 1 as the signal or internal communication cable between the exterior and interior card. The connections that the technician will make in an installation are only the external connections. These external connections are, join this ground point, with this ground point of the outdoor unit box. Now we are going to join this neutral point, with this neutral point of the outdoor unit box. Finally, we are going to join this signal or communication point, with this communication point of the outdoor unit box. A link is currently appearing to the second part of this video, where we are going to analyze the condensing unit card of this same air conditioner.